Hello everyone, it's me Monster Mutt, out of Fursuit and in a little Nightmares cosplay as 6. I wanted to go into what I carry in my con bag because I get asked this a few times, and I think this would be really helpful information for people who are just starting to go to cons and maybe don't know what to bring, and especially for beginner cosplayers or fursuiters, as what I carry in my con bag can relate to both cosplay and fursuit and just your general well-being when you're at the con. So I have a little table of knickknacks and whatever. Firstly, let's start with the bag itself. Now normally I'll carry a little backpack or I'll carry an Ita bag, which I'll put a photo up here. And Ita bags are like those little backpacks that have a clear cover on the back that you can put pins and stickers of your character or just of any characters you like. In my personal one, I have badges of Piper and Red Panda stickers because it's Piper themed. So to start, I will always carry perfume, deodorant, and hand sanitizer. So I'll maybe carry a little hand sanitizer like that. Those little round deodorants, like the travel size deodorants, and those little travel size bottles of perfume, just so you're gonna get sweaty in cosplay. It's cosplay, it kind of comes with the material. You're wearing foam, EVA foam, or wearing layers upon layers of fanciful fabric, or maybe you're barely wearing anything at all. But especially if you're in fursuit, you're wearing a couch on your body, so you might get a little ripe by the end of the day. Let's be honest. It's always nice to carry some deodorant with you, some perfume, and especially hand sanitizer, especially now, since cons are starting back up, just to keep your hands nice and clean. And perfume to keep you smelling nice, and deodorant just so to also keep you smelling nice. Please, use deodorant. I know you hear this on every video, every wall, but some people still don't get it. Use deodorant. Please. Use deodorant. Thank you. Secondly, I will carry a water bottle. Normally I will carry just a throwaway water bottle, or you can use something like this. This is like a protein shake water bottle, but I don't want something too big. I want something that's easy to refill, really easy to open, and something that has a big enough top that I can put a straw in when I'm in fursuit. If you get those little water bottles that have like the click top where you have to like press it to open at the same time, at least for me when I'm in fursuit, and sometimes when I'm in cosplay, I don't want to get my makeup all over the top. I want to just be able to stick a plastic straw through the lid, or not through the lid, through the opening to be able to get my water. So I usually carry like a plastic water bottle or some with a really round top. Phone. Phone and charger, girl. I need to keep my stuff charged because I get lost. So phone, charger, I feel like this is pretty standard. Yeah. This is more fursuit related, and especially if you use squeakers, but I will carry a spare bag of squeakers. These are the dog toy squeakers that you put in dog toys, so I will carry a spare bag of these. Usually I'll already have them cut out, but I'll carry these with me in case I lose the one I'm currently using for Piper, just so I can always have one ready to go, because squeaking is so important to Piper's character and it's how I communicate. Next is an endless supply of hair, well that's not hair, an endless supply of hair stuff, combs, clips, bobby pins, wig caps, stuff like that, especially if I'm wearing a wig, which I normally am if I'm in cosplay. It's really important to carry bobby pins now, especially after when I cosplay Toph. We'll photo up here. When I cosplay Toph, that entire back piece is separate. It's not sewn into the wig, which I wish I did. I wish I did sew it into the wig. I regret not sewing it now. But it's being held entirely by like those super huge wig bobby pins. These things, but like bigger. Actually, no, it was these, like the really, really big ones. So like 30 of those, I keep pointing over there because the costumes are over there, but like 30 of those to hold the big donut on the back of my head in place. And because the front of her hair, I didn't style it before I went, which was really dumb on my part. It's a bunch of bobby pins that's keeping each individual like swoop of hair, the bangs, in place. And my first time cosplaying 6, I just reused the front part of Toph's wig, which I kind of regret because it came too low, and obviously 6's hair comes like this. Couldn't cut bangs into Toph's wig because Toph doesn't have Can I help you? We're gonna mow the lawn now. We're gonna mow the lawn now. Oh no, we're leaving. Hopefully they didn't see me. But yeah, okay. So yeah, the 6 is bangs, and the first time I cosplayed her, it's also being held in place by these giant jumbo pins so I could actually see where I was going. And then a comb, clips, yada yada, you get the picture. Oh, especially, that was very rude. And wig cap. Next is, this has a bunch more, this has a bunch more just hair stuff in it, but normally I would carry a little box like this with sewing pins, a sewing stool? No, I can't remember what thread, we're just gonna say thread, with a spool of thread. And maybe like little itty bitty sewing scissors in case my costume haphazardly decides to implode on itself. So I will carry a little few sewing things just to tack stuff on. I have another story time about where I didn't bring sewing stuff, and it was the one time my costume did decide to fall apart. So that was great, but I'll get into that later. But yeah, always bring sewing stuff. Even if you bought the costume, always bring sewing stuff. Next is, this is more fursuit related, but these, I can't remember where I got them. It came in 5, and they're these little pouches, and they smell really good. And there's like sand or some sort of absorbent material inside. So I use these when I'm done fursuiting. I hang Piper's body up, and I put one in her head, one in each paw and one in each foot. And then there's like a really big one that has a big loop on it that I can hang around the hanger and hangs inside her body. And the absorbent, whatever material is inside, absorbs the moisture and replaces that moisture that was in the fursuit with this, I think that this smells like cinnamon or apple spice with that. So Piper always smells really sweet, and really, even after wearing Piper a couple times, I mean, when she needs a wash, she only smells like apple cinnamon, no matter what. Like, I could throw her in the mud and pull her out and she'll still smell like apple cinnamon. So I can't remember who sold these. I remember I got them at a con, but I love these. When FurryCon start back up, remember I got them at FC. When FurryCon start back up, I'm going to buy like an entire table. These, and they last forever. They smell amazing. I'm gonna get like 800 billion more. But yes, I recommend, they're just little pouches with an absorbent material and some sort of fragrance to them. I highly recommend these. I'll try to find the maker and link them below. And speaking on fursuit stuff, I carry a fan. So these are the fans that hang around your neck. I used to have one, but it broke. These are just the little mini fans that hang around your neck. And I love these because the air comes out the top and it's small enough to fit inside the mouth of my fursuit, and Piper has a very small mouth. And so it's super nice being able to cram this inside her head and being able to get nice fresh air. It doesn't have a strong blast, obviously. It's tiny, but it works for what you pay for it. I think these are only like $10 maybe. I feel like they're cheaper than that. I'll find the price and I'll link them below as well. But yeah, I would super recommend these. This one is the O2 Cool. This is the one I normally use. And they also sometimes sell these, and people will sell these at free cons especially. I would highly recommend getting these if you have a fursuit. And even if you don't have a fursuit, just to have a nice little fan to carry with you is super awesome for hot days. Back to cosplay. Tights. So these are dance tights, I believe. And these aren't my skin color, but this is just an example. And so I usually carry a pair of flesh colored tights with me for if it gets cold. So if I'm going to a con maybe in the spring or in the fall where the weather decides to be random some days, I'll carry a pair of tights. Normally I wear tights with me in general because my legs don't look very great. But I normally wear tights normally, but if I'm wearing a costume where my legs are covered and I'm still cold, I'll bring my colored pair of tights just for another added layer if it's a bit breezy that day or freezing cold and raining. But yeah, I'd recommend getting a spare pair of tights. This depends on the character, but I will carry the Ben Nye Stage Blood. That's what I have on my mouth. You're not supposed, I don't think you're really supposed to dab it on like I have, but I really like this stuff. A little sticky, so wig hair tends to stick to it, but it doesn't have a bad taste like some other blood. And they come in really small bottles like this, so it's really easy to fit in your pouch. I know some come in like those huge like pints of blood, but these when they come really small, you can just stick it in your Eat-A bag or backpack really easy. So yeah, well, it depends on the character, but I like to bring a little spare bottle of blood with me as well. Also from Wingly for Cosplay, fake eyelashes. Normally, I'm not wearing eyelashes now because I didn't want to, but normally I usually always have fake lashes. I cannot cosplay without fake lashes. I have kind of long lashes, but for me it's those big doll lashes that can really make a look. Normally for 6, I have these huge fanned out big wide doll lashes. Even though you can't see my face, it's still kind of, I'll usually have it kind of drawn so you can see one yellow eye with these big doll lashes, and it can make your eye look really big, especially if you put lashes on the bottom that kind of fold downward. But I will carry fake lashes, always some spare glue, and lash tweezers because they'd love to fall off. But for me, I can't cosplay or put on makeup without fake lashes. And even if you're not used to them, I highly recommend getting into using fake lashes. There are some cosplays that could just be made 10 times better with just a strip of hair on your lash. But yeah, recommend. More fursuit related, a brush. I know you hear this all the time, brush or shoot, brush or shoot. But brushes can help if you get something in your fur. Brushes can help get it out quickly. So not really a liquid, but if you get maybe dirt in your fur. Oh. The hood just moved in front of my eye and I thought somebody was coming up the hallway. I scared myself with my own article of clothing. Brushes, if you get something in your fur, something loose, like maybe dirt, maybe even gum, but something that is somewhat solid, you can really quickly brush it out in case of an emergency. And it's always just nice to keep a brush on you just to keep your suit nice and smooth. I know some suits, they mess really easy, so there's no really point in bringing a brush, but just also to keep knots out of your suit and just help it look clean. You don't need to rip out your suit's fur. Hold it this way. And just gentle brushing here and there just to keep your suit nice and clean. But yeah, bring a brush with you. And I think that's it. I mean, well. But yeah, I think that's it. I hope you found this video informative. I hope it helped you if you were deciding to go to a con. If you wish to see more of me, you can follow me on Instagram, you can follow me on Twitter, and you can email me right here. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, please hit that like button, maybe ring the bell, and please hit that subscribe button. I will be producing more stuff now that school is out, and now that I am free for a little while. But yeah, I hope you stay and see some of my other videos. It would really mean the world to me if you watch them. There was a lot of time put into them, and it would mean so much if you did so. And that's it. I'm Monster Mutt, and thank you for watching.
Hey everyone, Editing Mutt here, and I just wanted to say something before I forget. Well, 2 things. One, I forgot to add contact cement, which is like this really good glue that dries pretty quick. They come in really small bottles, and I think you can get them at like Home Depot or something. But yeah, it's really good. I forgot to bring it one time, and that was the one time my costume fell apart. Story time coming soon. But yeah, I forgot to mention that. And secondly, I wanted to say thank you so much for getting me to 100 subscribers. I didn't think it would happen that quickly, but it did. And so I figured I should say something now before I forget. And I knew, well, I said I was going to make a video, but I'm not going to because I'm lazy. But I still wanted to get something out there. So thank you for getting me to 100 subscribers, and I hope to hit 200 soon. Okay, bye.